Hey y'all, good morning. Welcome to 1111 in the Garden. Right on, man. Let's see a couple things. How about those TCU Horned Frogs? After years and years of Kelly Reeves inviting me to go tailgate with her, I actually went and tailgated with her yesterday, and she was not there. You went into the game and watched it. I sat out under a tent and ate all of your food and drank all of your drinks. So I appreciate that, Kelly. We'll have to do that again sometime. Let's see. John Mosig is still out of town visiting his wife's family in Thailand. And then our dear guitar player, Kevin Grove, is up in Iowa with his father, who just had another heart surgery, and it was successful again. So his dad is a walking miracle. And while Kevin is gone, we have the one and only Chris Brown, otherwise known as Bird Snake. His friends call him Bird. And he's playing the Parker guitar, which is famous for being extremely light and very silly looking. but they sound good. 100%. Okay, now we're going to start this thing. This is insane. We're going to do a gospel song. Y'all know Kirk Franklin, right? He's from right here in Dallas, Texas, I believe. This song is nearly impossible, but we've been working on it since about 6 this morning, so we should have it down. Are y'all ready, team? I'll play the part of Kirk Franklin, which I just yell things. That's all he does. He just yells random cities, honestly. Okay. And then, all right, let's quit stalling. Let's do this sucker, right? Okay. Come on, now. Today's a new day. That's right.
But there is no sunshine. Nothing but clouds, and it's dark in my heart, and it feels like a cold night.
Hey,
Today's a new day.
Oh, that's right.
Where are my blue skies? Where is the love and the joy that you promised me? Tell me it's alright.
Don't you give up now.
I almost gave up, but a power that I can't explain fell from heaven like a shower down.
Oh, come on. So what do we do now?
I smile,
Hey.
even though I hurt to see a smile. I know God is working, so I smile. Even though I've been here for a while, I smile.
Yes, we do. We smile.
It's so hard to look up when you're down. Sure would hate to see you give up now. You look so much better when you smile.
Come on. Back from the top. Let's sing it now.
Today's a new day. better when you, oh, oh, oh. You look so much better when you, oh, oh, oh. Say it now. So much better when you, oh, oh, oh. Oh, you look so much better when you smile. I'll write some guitar there. Bird. Come on.
Shoo-wee, Mom. It was dark when we just played. That's why you didn't see us.
Come, whoever you are,
Wanderer, worshiper, lover of leaving. It does not matter. Ours is not a caravan of despair. Come, even if you have broken your vows 1,000 times. Come, yet again.
Thank you very much, Wes. Hey, group, it's time to stand and sing a song together, would you please? Lyrics on the screen. I think I'm going to stay in my Kirk Franklin character for this song because it's so much fun. And I could still yell more random cities for hours. So. Okay, here it is, like this. Forward! Cleaver! Crowley, I can't hear you. Here's the chorus.
Wake up, the dawn is here. Wake up, cast off all your fears. Come on, whatever haunts your dreams. We'll leave beside the stream. Let's sing. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. All right. The dawn is here. Now the verse. The past is a memory. The next thing is a mystery. From different roads we came. Oh, sad now. Somehow it's all the same. Now the chorus. Wake up, wake up, wake up, say it. Wake up, wake up. The dawn is here.
Another verse, this line.
This life is a storybook right now. If you only look, we'll see the pages turning. And we'll feel our spirits burning. Come on, chorus. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. The dawn is here.
Come on, bird. Play your guitar.
Come on, wake up, come, for now here's your time. Wake up, say joy is ours to find, and beauty waits to be discovered. As every day stone is uncovered.
Big chorus.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. Come on, wake up, wake up. The dawn is here.
Break it down. I forgot to mention that's Drew Reese on the drums again with us this week. Thank you, Drew, for bringing the heat. Would y'all take a moment now and offer one another a sign of peace and bring all your cash and coins to the baskets up here? Or any other items of value.
Find your seats, find your seats. Get up off them feet. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everyone feeling? Good, good. Did we have a good, say again? Mucho mejor. I like that. I like that in Spanish. I like that a lot. I love that we love each other. I feel like we need like an extended sharing signs of peace moment, just so we can all say hi. Did everyone have a good week? Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It's good to see you guys. Everybody got one of these? Okay, awesome. Before we go through this, we have some birthdays to announce.
Okay, yeah. So last week on Thursday, the very day that Kevin Grove's dad went into surgery, it was Kevin Grove's birthday and his mom's birthday.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah, that was wild. And then today in 17 minutes, right, will be Elena Gunter's exact birth date and time.
Yeah, first time.
Yeah. You're 11:45, baby.
Happy birth time to you.
Happy birth time to you. Yeah.
You don't get to do that often. Yeah.
Come backstage. We've got so much cake.
We
It's
really do.
ridiculous.
We bought her 2 cakes because we adore her. So please, if you'd like some cake, we've got some in the back after church. Okay, thank you for that. We love a birthday around here. I think if there's any excuse to celebrate and to live loudly and to say that you love somebody, we take that opportunity. So on Tuesday, we've got Wine and Wishful Thinking. Who's coming? Oh, no, just me? That's fine. I'm okay with that. Okay, me and Becky and Larry. Great. We'll have a wonderful time. Well, if you don't want it to just be the 3 of us, we would love for you to join us. Wine and Wishful Thinking happens at 6:30 at Wine House. We have a fabulous time, always discussing something strange. I'm sure we'll have some pretty great inspiration from today's conversation as well. Let's see, Folded Pages Book Club, that's on Wednesday. We had a great time on Wednesday. I feel kind of guilty. It's one of those things I wish I could share with everybody. We had a magical time. We did a saging ceremony and just sat and were in community with one another and held space for the sorrow that is in the air right now. And I think taking an opportunity to be present with that is a really beautiful opportunity, especially in community, because there's sorrow, but then there's immediate laughter. And there's immediate joy because we're in community with each other. So this Wednesday, I'm not sure what we'll get into, but I'm sure it'll be fabulous. Please join us for that. Ukulele group, didn't you guys start?
We did.
We started ukulele. It's amazing. So I think you guys met last Monday, so you won't meet this Monday, but the Monday after. Is that right? That feels right.
Yes.
Okay.
I think we decided October 13th.
October 13th?
I don't know how many days ago. I don't know.
Okay, I'll have more we'll get more concrete information on that, but I have heard that the ukuleles are performing this Christmas, so that should be interesting as well. There's lots happening. Let's see. What's our scavenger hunt this month? Baby wipes? We're still doing baby wipes. We're also doing shoes. There is a huge shoe drive going on right now, so if you guys have any shoes, specifically I think boots, things for the winter, things for the cold, gently used or new, we will take those as well. And really need men's tennis shoes, spread the word. And you can drop that off here or up at Big Church or at the mission itself. We'd really appreciate it. Core Flood Bucket Collection. I'm not exactly sure what this is. Does anybody know exactly what this is? Okay. So this is continued flood relief, which is fantastic. Thank you for the information, Ms. Sandra. The UMCOR Flood Bucket Collection, that's to continue helping aid our friends and family who have experienced natural disaster. I think UMCOR is just fabulous. It's really fantastic. It really does some amazing things, and it makes me really proud to know that we here are a part of that. Am I forgetting anything? Bradgott Yard of the Month. Yes, yes. If you haven't seen on Facebook, Bradgott Yard of the Month, his yard is incredible. I feel like he's been keeping an epic secret from us. It's gorgeous. Okay, wait, anything else? Any other outstanding?
Justin had it last year. Yeah.
Around this time last year.
My brother in gardening.
What?
We're in the same zones. We talk gardens all the time.
Do we have anything else? Okay, I like these shoutings of happy things. So if you ever feel the need to shout the happy thing. I'm so glad. We're doing gospel for the rest of this month as our opening song, so I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. It was a ton of fun to do. Well, with that, we'll be moving into our Kairos moment. If you're here visiting with us or gathering with us for the first time online, our Kairos is a moment to leave all this stuff alone for a second, to push a huge pause and just be radically present in this space with each other, with your breath and your body, and just take a second to sink in. So we usually start with a song, and then we'll be led into meditation by Ms. Sharon West today.
These are the words of Rumi put to music by David Wilcox. Doesn't get much better than that. Sing along if you know it, or if you don't know it. Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field, I'll meet you there. Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field, I'll meet you there. The soul lies down in that grass. The world is too full to talk about ideas and language, even the phrase each other. It doesn't make any sense. Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing,
meet you there.
And the verse again.
And the soul lies down that grass. The world is too full to talk about ideas and language, even the phrase each other. It doesn't make any sense. Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field. I'll meet you there.
Good morning. Isn't that just the most peaceful song? Yes, louder. Thank you. I have to be reminded. Thank you. Welcome all, those who are here virtually and in the room with us. We're thinking today about trusting ourselves, our everyday saint selves. And after reflecting on this, I decided to share a meditation with y'all. So if you'll bear with me. Trust in ourselves. This will allow us to live more fully into our marvelous, can you hear me okay? Okay. Our marvelous potential with which we were born. All of us truly everyday saints. Remember, made of stardust. Our Creator announced long ago that our creation was not just good, but very good. To learn to trust in ourselves, we need to learn to trust and act from our intuition. There are actually two types of intuition we're going to look at. These include the deep-seated brain, heart, gut intuition, and then our brain's noisy little monkey mind, chattering constantly, that intuition. I invite you to join me in a brief meditation to begin learning how to tell the difference, which will help us act from that place of deeper intuition. So, as we know from practice, for your posture, if you take a moment to get comfortable, put both feet on the floor, rest your arms gently at your sides, or maybe fold your hands in your lap. And to help you focus internally, close your eyes or just lower your gaze and soften your focus so that your focus is now inside your body. Take a slow, deep breath. Let it out like a sigh of relief. Oh, good. Be at peace. You are here, you are now. Take another slow, deep breath, and this time send it out slowly, consciously, with purpose, exhaling gently as much air as you can. Be at peace. You are here now. Take one more slow, deep breath. Extend your exhale and let go with a small, relaxed sigh. Now, let's begin with a body scan. Let's start at the top of our head. How does it feel? What sensations do you notice there? Okay, this is different. Come inside your head and see if you can focus on the front half of your brain, just behind your forehead. What does that feel like? Any sensations? This is where our human consciousness, or as we like to say, monkey mind, lives. Take a moment to focus on what it's like in there, how it looks, sounds, feels. Come down a little further now to your heart. Notice your heartbeat. Focus on sensing its rhythm, what that's like. What sensations do you feel there? Do you sense any emotions? Heart-centered intuition lives here. Take a moment to imagine what that feels like. The truth of your soul lives here. Gently ask yourself, what is the truth of my soul in this moment? And see if an answer or any image comes up. Now drop a little further down to just below your stomach, near your solar plexus. When you feel fear, this is where you feel it. Take a moment to focus on what it feels like right now. Most of the time, we do not want to make decisions out of fear. We want to choose differently. We can choose differently. Now, scanning a little further still, we come to the gut. Deep in our bellies, it sits in the bowl of our pelvis. What feelings do you have there? What sensations? This is a space where we tend to feel grounded, steady, expansive. This is where our gut-centered intuition lives. Take a moment to see if you can get acquainted, to see if you can notice what that feels like. There is no fear here. It feels wise and calm. Invite your mind to consult with this seat of intuition by using the vagus nerve, which is a pathway. It travels from the brain all the way down through the center of our bodies, straight into the gut. It serves as a pathway for messages to flow up and down via neurons, enzymes, even bacterial microbes. There are, in fact, more neurons here and around our heart than in our brains. What if we reacted with our heart and our gut rather than with our brain? That mercurial monkey mind. Take just a moment to focus on what that might be like. Imagine how our choices might be different, coming literally from a place where our heart and gut are in agreement. There is no fear here. There is love, compassion, grounding, wisdom, curiosity, joy. How often might the results of such choices multiply those feelings? So when you're ready, take one more deep breath, letting it out slowly, and bring your awareness back to this space, this room, opening your eyes or lifting your gaze gently as you're ready. Notice how you feel. As you go about your day and interact with your surroundings, think about where your decisions and actions come from. See if you can determine, is it from a place of intuition and not impulse? From a place of love, compassion, curiosity, grounding, joy, and knowing, and not a place of fear, loss, or unworthiness? See if you can feel the difference in your body, deep in your body, and use that experience to improve your connection to yourself, others, and our world. continue to use this gift as you move through the world as the ordinary, everyday, stardust saint you most assuredly are.
I'm not sure how to adjust this. Will this squeeze it? Oh, look at that. Okay. First timer. And if you only knew how much I was sweating right now. Somehow I was volunteered for this. Our sacred text is an excerpt from Manner of Speaking entitled The Courage of His Confusions, written by John Ciardi. Show me a human who is not confused, and I'll show you an individual who's not been thinking. There'll be a person who's not asked enough questions. They will, in fact, incline to think that the reason for asking questions is to answer them. Is it? May it not be the greater merit of questions that they lead not to answers, but to new questions, and the new questions to others, and they to others yet? There will always be more questions than thoughtful people can answer, though the unreflective, to be sure, will always have their fast answers ready. The essence of intellect is in the engagement of proliferating confusion.
We're meeting a new friend today. Are y'all excited? This is Christine Olsta. Say hi, Chris. I'm so excited to be sharing this human with you all. Thank you, Amy, for reading that. That was fantastic. I feel like in the most educated way, he was like, y'all are all dumb. And I always appreciate that reminder of like, yeah, I should spend a little bit more time asking because I really don't know. And that was actually Christine's pick, so we'll talk a little bit more about that as well. But I would love for you to introduce yourself to us just real quickly, like a blurb of your favorite color and what you had for breakfast this morning.
Okay, yellow. So all the slides are beautiful. Thank you. And I get the privilege of getting breakfast made for me every morning. So I had some wonderful scrambled eggs. Usually there's sourdough avocado toast, but somebody hasn't gone to the grocery store. With grapefruit and green tea.
That sounds magical. Thank you. I had fruit, so I feel like I'm lacking now. So Chris lives, Chris is okay? Okay.
Chris or Christine?
Chris or Christine. Chris lives a spectacular life. It's one that makes me giggle and brings me joy and is full of life and laughter. And so I wanted her to come and share a little bit about that with us today. And this life that you've built for yourself, it's kind of been spurred out of this mantra that you have of like, what's the worst that could happen? Which I think is a really great mantra to have. So can you tell me what you've been able to build leading with this mantra? And we've got some photos to show as well.
Sure. So what's the worst that can happen started kind of in my career. I worked IT, it was critical infrastructure, it was high stress, and we would always approach it from, the layers of protections to keep systems from going down. Well, at some point you're like, this is ingrained in you, and so as I'm approaching personal decisions, what's the worst that can happen? I've got this building on our property that was just a little bunkhouse, and Amy introduced the concept of small living and the 100-item challenge, and we embarked upon a project where we said, what's the worst that can happen? We're going to turn this 450 square foot building into home. And so that's what we did. It took us 5 years and a lot of help from family and neighbors, namely Amy's father. But that was one of those decisions. What's the worst that can happen? Well, I don't know. We screw it up, I've had plenty of people tell me, you can fix just about anything. So yeah, go for it. We did.
I love it. I love it. Oh, it seems whimsical, but I also feel a little bit of like yes and then no, and then yes and then no, and then just like a radical yes, which I love. And on the next slide, we can see what their radical yes turned into. So this is the building process. This is Amy's beautiful dad, and we're building together. And then on the next slide, 5 years later, a stunning tiny home. Isn't this cool? Okay, so tell us about the house. How's it work?
Perfectly. Everything we need, nothing we don't kind of mentality. A big part of the strategy of it was using reclaimed materials. Much of what has been used to finish it, 90% I would say is reclaimed. Multi-use space and components of it, so don't just get an area for one thing. So living kitchen, everything room. You can use your imagination. It's a small space. So, the laundry is also the bathroom, which is also where you change and get ready, kind of thing. So,
I really love it. It sounds so different from the life that I'm used to, and to know that there's two of you in here, it means that y'all really like each other. But those are not the only...
There's 15 acres.
There's 15 acres, and then our house. And there is something special about those 15 acres. You, as well as having this reclaimed kind of radically present is how I've interpreted it. Radically present kind of living, because everything has a use. You have one of everything. There's multiple uses for every space. I think you mentioned your closets under your bed. Like they really use the space. But then we've got these 15 acres, and there's animals on these 15 acres. Can you tell us a little bit more about the relationship you have with these animals you kind of steward?
Yeah, so the property is under a wildlife exemption, which means it can be used for what it's best intended to be used for. Initially most ag exemptions are for things that, look like cattle or goats or, other. This property is really not conducive to supporting that. So we were able to get the wildlife exemption, which means our target species are songbirds and small mammals, and the property is, for the most part, allowed to do what it wants to do naturally. And so in addition to the domesticated animals, horses, dogs, cats, we have fish, shrimp, a neorite snail, all of the things. We have a large variety of songbirds that come through the property. We've got resident roadrunners, deer, bobcat, just raccoons are wreaking havoc right now. Armadillos are tearing up the garden bed. But, all the things. Really working hard to propagate more of the butterflies and honeybees and things like that with some of the plantings.
That's amazing. I've never met anybody who was doing this, so I hope y'all are as astonished as I am, because this was cool to me. This way of life, this relationship with nature, this beautiful relationship that's become a whole world. You guys steward a whole ecosystem, which is, I don't think we really get the opportunity to do that, do we? There's not really any space and time for us to really say, like, I am here watching after nature and it's doing its thing. I think that is a really beautiful thing to be able to have.
We propagated a small area that's dubbed the wetlands, and so there's cattails that grow on there. I hadn't told you that. That's in our book. And anyway. What?
She said road trip.
Road trip.
So we're reading the book Braiding Sweetgrass right now, and one of the stories included cattails. And when you squeeze cattails, this weird gel comes out of it. Has anybody ever squeezed a cattail? Okay, I love that. This weird gel comes out. So while in the book they were searching through the cattails, getting burned by the sun, it turns out that when you squeeze the cattail, the gel stuff is actually an antiseptic that you can put on your sunburn. So it was this beautiful circle of life situation. So to know you had them on your property was just like, whimsical. Really wonderful. So I wanted to, you guys kind of popped out of nowhere. And I've loved it. Who here has met Chris and Amy? Okay, good. So they did just kind of pop up out of nowhere, didn't they? And we're so happy y'all are here. I think you've added such beautiful life to our community, but how on earth did you find us, and what has kept you here?
Well, we had been part of a community for over 10 years that was making some shifts and changes that just didn't feel like they fit us anymore. So we've been searching for a while. Amy's a very good researcher. We found a list of possibilities within the Metroplex. The thing that solidified us coming here was that it was in this location. Like, okay, that's where we're going to try first. And I believe it was one of the first Sundays here in the garden. It was very, very soon after the initial move here. And we've stayed because it feels like a TED Talk. It's informative. It's inspiring. It unlocked all of the parts of my spiritual journey that felt off and not quite right. So it's allowed me to lean into them, to use your phraseology, to lean into them and really explore why those weren't sitting right with me and what the alternative could be. And it's just allowed me to grow and feel in a way that I haven't been able to find anywhere else. And of course, we've loved really getting to know everybody and participating in the smaller groups. And yeah, why not stay? I mean, how can you not be here once you discover it? What's the worst that can happen? You have a really good time and you're inspired. That's what we're experiencing.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Is anybody else having that experience? I'm having that experience with y'all. I learned something new and different every day. I actually was educated this morning. Thanks, Jody. She had a whole thing to tell me. I really appreciated it. I think this space is so special, and when people pop up and do what you guys have done, which have been to add to the community, I think that's the point that I really was excited about introducing you to everyone in a more formal manner, because I think Amy and Chris have showed up with a desire to just do, and y'all can do that too. You can do whatever you want here. That's what this is for. This is a spiritual experience and an experiment. It's an adventure. And so I was inspired watching these two just kind of come in and like, well, yeah, let's try everything. And I loved that. So they've been an inspiration to me. I really appreciate it. I wanted to, there's a really cool story that we're moving into next. Chris had a big wow moment recently. Do y'all know what a big wow moment is? Okay, that moment of like awe that like, hi, that like sits with you and really makes an impact on who you are as a person. So if you can tell us about that wow moment, and then we've got a photo to share. Don't change just yet. One moment.
So we've been known to vacation down in the Caribbean, and this particular trip we were with a group of friends, and we're in an area where the whale sharks are. And we said, let's go see the whale sharks. Let's go try to find them. So we're in a small boat, open air, not big, maybe half a dozen, 8 or 9 of us. And you go and you look for the boil. You look for the fish boil, all the small krill, making the bubble. And we're out there. Eventually we find the bubble. And you grab your mask and you slip quietly over the edge of the boat and get in and try to catch a glimpse of the whale sharks who are feeding in that bubble. And so this happens 2 or 3 different times, because when you get in, it kind of disrupts things, and then it will reform, but it'll reform, somewhere away from where you currently are. Well, my buddy Brad, love him to death. One of the transitions, he flagged the captain down. He said, he kind of pointed and said, okay, I'll meet you there. He knew where they were going. And I thought, I'm a good swimmer. I'm just going to follow Brad. Brad took off. Brad doesn't look like he can go fast, but Brad can go fast. And so I am desperately trying to follow the little bubble trail from his kicks. And I stop and I pop my head up and there's nothing. There's nothing. And I was overwhelmed. That's the moment where I'm just like, I am so itty bitty in this vast world. It struck me. Like, you know, everybody, that was my experience. I hope everybody's had one of those, because they do shift your perspective, which then opens up new perspective. But long story short, I put my head down, searched for the bubble trail, and finally found him. But that was my little story.
That's amazing. And then, okay, so you can change the slide now. This is what she found when she finally made it. So isn't this incredible?
Brad took that photo.
Yeah. So it was worth the moment of awe, and then it led into another moment of awe, and then you got to yell at Brad for leaving you.
No, I kind of just looked at myself and called myself the dumbass. You know? Like, who do you think you are? What's the worst that can happen? You could die out here. Nobody can find you. Well, okay. Is that really that bad? I'd die happy.
It's amazing. I think this was, when I first saw this picture, I was astonished at just how big that whale shark is. Like, it's massive. Has anybody else seen one of these creatures in real life? I have not. This was a pretty incredible, I think only in books and movies type thing. So this was a really, thank you for sharing that with us. I thought that was a fantastic story. So we're moving on to our last question, and that ties back to our sacred text for today. So I asked Chris what piece of advice she would like to leave with us and with the world that we can take and spread to others. I think that's my favorite thing about words of wisdom. Even if they don't sit for you, they sit for someone else, and so you pass it along. So I wanted Chris to share a little bit about that advice he wanted to give us.
I think everybody pretty much got it when Amy read the text. That was a lesson I learned in college. It was a 101 class. It was either religion or philosophy. I can't exactly recall. I just saved the article all these years because it opened the door for me. You know, when you're young, you're taught the rules and how to fit in and do the right things, and then at some point in your life, you get to go beyond that. And that was the key that opened up the go beyond that for me. That convictions are just holding me back. The curiosity is where the real fun is. The curiosity is where you actually get to go and find who you're meant to be, who you're not meant to be. So that's a little bit about that.
I love it. If I had gotten that in college, I probably, that would have burst my whole life open. I got a similar story, but that in particular felt really striking. I loved the article. I forgot to print it, but I will print it next week for you guys to take home, because it's like the original article, which was really impressive that you'd kept it all this time, because it left that much of an impact. I think that invitation to continue to question, because sometimes I find answers and I want to put both my feet like in them and like settle, and I'm like, yeah, this is the answer. But I think articles like that, and then what Lydia shared last week about think you might be wrong, there is this push and this pull to continue on. Like, yes, this answer is good for now, but what's next? And I love that. So thank you for inviting us into that with you.
Thanks for having me up here.
Of course. I'm going to invite the band back up. I have, yes. I have absolutely been delighted with the opportunity to share these humans with you all, and we'll continue to do it. If this conversation and last week's conversation and the rest of these conversations inspire you to want to be on stage and share yourself with us, let me know. We're going to do this again in a couple of months, so I need new victims. So let me know. But thank you, Chris. This was fantastic. We really appreciate you.
Thank you.
About good things to come, and I believe it could be something good has begun. Oh, I've been smiling lately, dreaming about the world
was one, and I believe it could be. Someday it's going to come. 'Cause out on the edge of darkness, there rides a peace train. A peace train, take this country, come take me home again. Now I've been smiling lately, thinking about good things to come, and I believe it could be something good has begun. A peace train sounding loud, right on the peace train. Ooh, come on, the peace train. Peace train, holy road. Everyone jump on the peace train. Oh, come on the peace train and get your bags together. Go bring your good friends too, 'cause it's getting nearer. Soon it will be with you. Join the living. It's not so far from you. And it's getting nearer. Soon it will all be true. A peace train sounding loud, right on the peace train. Oh, come on now, the peace train. I've been crying lately, thinking about the world as it is. Why must we go on hating? Why can't we live in bliss? 'Cause out on the edge of darkness, there rides a peace train. The peace train, take this country, come take me home again. The peace train sounding loud, right on the peace train. Come on now, the peace train. A peace train, only road. Everyone jump on the peace train. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, the peace train. Oh, yes, it's the peace train. That's right. That was Chris's request right there.
Yes, that was a special request from Chris. That was the song that played your first time here, right? We had to bring it full circle. I love you all so very much. I hope that today was an inspiration to live as you want to, because this life is meant to be made by you. And whatever it is that comes from within you, I pray that this week is full of wonder, maybe a wow moment or two. Go in pieces. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.